Most of the time, we forget to focus on what we don't see when things are working. But what's interesting is that our economies are driven by invisible communities, such as immigrant labor and farming, those who clean our homes and keep our perfectly manicured gardens, and restaurant workers. What people don't realize is that there is also an invisible community in academia. They are called postdocs, for postdoctoral researchers. Postdocs are a small army of junior scientists that pursue advanced training to create new innovations that improve our quality of life. They support the research enterprise. However, unlike faculty and students, they are often overlooked as part of the research infrastructure. They're treated as cheap labor. We've learned from our program that our employees, staff, students, all who contribute to all levels of organization need sufficient support and mentoring to maintain their productivity in the workplace. Therefore, postdocs deserve the same treatment if we expect the same quality of work. In light of the tough academic job market, my research will examine the gaps in the training and preparation for postdocs as they pursue careers as independent researchers, academics, and leaders of their chosen fields. The study will take place at Sunshine University. It is one of the world's leading private research universities located in a metropolitan city. Established in September 2011, the Sunshine University postdoctoral program was established as a central resource on campus, serving as a liaison between the Office of the Provost, postdoctoral scholars, faculty, and staff to disseminate university initiatives and policies. Since this will be the first time evaluating the postdoc program, Sunshine University postdocs will be the stakeholder of focus. We'll be able to take a pulse of the postdoc experience by examining their satisfaction with their training at the university. The program's goal is that all postdocs will feel satisfied with their postdoc training and preparation at the university. However, a timeline and a targeted percentage of postdocs is not specified. It should be noted that this is an aspirational goal and current data is unavailable, which substantiates the need for an evaluation. It is important to evaluate the postdoctoral program because the future of research and a better world for us relies on the scholarly contributions of postdocs. I'd like to provide you a snapshot of the current landscape at research universities, the most pressing issues for postdocs, and why we can't afford to maintain the status quo. Here's the situation. There's less government research funding out there. Universities have tightened their budgets. There's less faculty jobs available. Meanwhile, we have the highest number of PhD graduates in the pipeline. This causes great competition in the job market. This leads to lower compensation for postdocs, insufficient benefits, and great job instability. Therefore, postdocs develop high levels of stress and anxiety due to the uncertainty. They experience lower satisfaction, lower motivation, and lower performance in the workplace. In this section, I will describe the conceptual framework for the study. The figure illustrates that there is an intersection of the postdoc's knowledge and motivation influences within the organizational culture, which shapes their postdoc experience. The effect of these multiple influences translate to their overall satisfaction with their postdoc training at the university. The next slide identifies the key KMO influences. For knowledge, postdocs must have a career plan, and they must know how to seek guidance on how to pursue their path towards career independence. The literature shows that motivation influences play a huge role in a postdoc's level of persistence. In a highly competitive academic landscape, postdocs must be able to see the value in their work and that there is a purpose. They must be able to effectively address competing interests with their research, their personal life, and family life. The literature reports that postdocs work under high stress. Therefore, postdocs must be able to remain positive about their progress. Lastly, as guided by the National Postdoc Core Competencies, there are 6 areas they must be confident in. The areas are discipline-specific conceptual knowledge, research skill development, communication skills, professionalism, leadership and management skills, and responsible conduct of research. The next slides identify the 4 guiding questions of the study. The first question is, to what extent is the postdoc program meeting its goal of all postdocs feeling satisfied with their training and preparation at the university? The second question is, what is the postdocs' knowledge and motivation related to the goals of all postdocs feeling satisfied with their training and preparation at the university by July 2020? The third question is, what is the interaction between organizational culture and context and postdoc knowledge and motivation? Lastly, the fourth question is, what are the recommendations for organizational practice in the areas of knowledge, motivation, and organizational resources? The survey will be administered online for 6 weeks, beginning mid-September during Postdoc Appreciation Week and ending in October. We need to pay attention to postdocs because we are morally and ethically responsible for their care, because we entrust our future in them. We rely on them for discoveries that better the world that we live in. So wouldn't you want to treat them right? If you want to advance society, if you want a better world for your children, then you care about the future of research and you care about postdocs.